crap. It's hot. I mean, not here in the mountains. It's amazing. It's like 75 degrees, it's heaven. I'm talking about down in the valleys. Down there, it's triple digits, baby. And you know what happens when you get that kind of heat and you combine it with a little bit of moisture in the air? You get thunderstorms, which are my favorite conditions to shoot in because they're just so dramatic and unpredictable. So I'm gonna head on over to Mono Lake and I invite you to come along with me for the ride. I'm gonna try to get some photos tonight of these thunderstorms. What do you think about that, Mr. Squirrel? Yeah, I think it's a great idea too. Let's go. I'm popping over to a part of the lake where I've never been before, and the reason that I came here today is that I saw the potential for some interesting patterns looking out on Google satellite view. What looked like some really interesting landscapes from above, some really fascinating patterns and cool rock formations and things like that, and I'm looking forward to getting out there to see what's actually there. My main worry is that it's going to be a boggy mess, and when I actually start stepping down through some of these grasses and marshlands, that I'm going to sink up to my knee or my thigh. But the only way to find out for sure is to actually just walk out there. Amazing. The ground wasn't wet in the slightest. Easy walk out. And now I find myself in this bizarro landscape. It almost looks like a giant dinosaur creche, as if these were all nests and eggs from some huge prehistoric colony of beasts. Time to get out in there and see what it's actually like. I've just had a nice wee little walk around, and I have to say, this is one of the coolest, weirdest places that I have yet uncovered here in Mono Lake. If you've ever been to Death Valley, if you've heard of a place called Cotton Ball Basin, this is Cotton Ball Basin, except here at Mono Lake with the mountainous Sierra towering above it. It's got the same salt and mud patterns. It's got the same cracks in the soil. It's got the same cookie dough consistency to the ground. So I'm trying to be really careful about where I walk. And there's actually some little friendlies. We're wondering, what the heck am I doing here? With these amazing patterns and textures, this place is a small scapes photographer's dreamland. But for me today, with a sky like this and foregrounds like these, I can't help but get out here with my ultra wide lens. So I've got my Nikon 14-30 lens here on my Z7, and I'm roaming around looking for those in-your-face, smack you in the eyeballs foregrounds. There's some pretty sweet little mud cracks right here that'll definitely do in a pinch for a quick grab shot. And since there's still over an hour till the sunset, I just want to roam around and see what kinds of different compositions I can come across. Now we are at a lake shore, so it makes perfect sense that the farther I get towards the lake, there's gonna be water. But what's really unusual about this place is there's not a clearly defined shoreline. It's more like the mud simply transforms into water gradually as you get farther and farther toward the lake. So you have these amazing pools and channels running in between all these rocks. And the best part is, it smells terrible. It's like a seal colony mixed with a decaying whale blubber factory. So just tops. Oh, that stench could choke a starving wolverine. So as interesting as it is out here, there's too much wind to allow any reflections to form in the water, and it's clear to me that the best compositions are back on dry land where those patterns intersect in a little bit more coherent way. So I'm gonna head back there and get ready for sunset. All right, check this out. So on the way back here, I found this perfect little S-curve, and I set up a quick little composition with my wide angle lens. And a couple of things really caught my eye about this scene. Obviously the beautiful leading line going off to those clouds in the distance, but I really love the way that those two rocky mounds, when you position yourself just right, you can get the tips of both of those reflected nicely in the S-curve. So that's what I'm going for with my composition right here on the wide angle lens, and I'll show you that photo right now. I don't know what happened, but the wind just died. So it's time to actually go back out towards the water and explore some of those reflections a little bit more because the sky is incredible right now. Come on, look at that. Are you kidding me? This is incredible. What's really incredible about this scene is the way that the sunlight is striking the tufa and yet the water is reflecting the darker clouds up in the sky. Those warm and cool tones are just clashing against each other, making this amazing scene. And these little guys, these little islands, they look like they're just floating in the sky. So I'm gonna grab my mid-range lens here, my 24-70, and I'm gonna zoom in on some of those little tufa reflections. This is just too much fun. Now, are these photos gonna win any photography awards? Heck yeah, they are. They're gonna win the Josh Cripps I'm having a great time being out here and shooting photos award. And that's all that really matters. You should just be out having fun, enjoying photography, exploring the world, and doing it in a place that smells horrifically bad. It's like a rotting sheep carcass being pooped out of another larger rotting sheep. Oh. Man, it just keeps getting better and better out here. You get these amazing anti-crepuscular rays happening over here. There's this bonkers thunderstorm light happening over here. This is one of those nights where you could literally shoot in any direction, well, except maybe that way. So I'm gonna let that be my cue to put a pin in this video and get down to some photography. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoy the video, please give it some YouTube love. It really helps me grow the channel and make more videos like this. I'll end this video with a couple of photos from tonight. And until next time, have fun and happy shooting.